Hey folks, we are live on Techopolis. It has been a few days. But we're going to be doing a quick Sunday night stream. This should not take too long, but I want to talk about Rich and how you can add how you can add Flare to your terminal using color and formatting. So, my name is Tay, and we're going to be doing an awesome stream tonight. Super excited that y'all are here. If anyone's watching, go ahead and say hi in the chat. I'm going to be monitoring chat all evening, so you guys can go ahead and feel free to say hi if you're here. With that, though, we're going to get started with today's stream again. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes. But simply put, we're going to be making a little bit of a program. And our program is going to be asking the user what their favorite color is. Now, you may be thinking, this is super basic. Yes, it is super basic. But we're going to be teaching you guys the Rich library with a practical, hands-on example. I'm super excited that you guys are here tonight, and if you guys are, go ahead and say hi in the chat. That way I can acknowledge your presence. If you're not here, well, then you're not. But I'm going to assume that y'all are here, and go ahead and say hi. Well, we have one chatter. We've got Eric Witten. Welcome, Eric, to the stream. Not sure you've been here before. Maybe you have, but if you have, go ahead and say hi. We've got Kevin. We've got Eric. Anyone else in the chat? Anyone else in the chat? Let me go ahead and share the screen now, just so I can... Let's see. So Eric, Kevin. Let's see who else we have. All right. Also, folks, I am using my little AirPods Max here that I got, so I'm pretty excited about that. But what we're going to do is, here we go. All right. Let's get started. I'm not going to be sharing the sound tonight, as primarily our mission is about color. However, it is going to be fully accessible for everyone because I will be able to explain some different ways to use VoiceOver to detect color. I am using a Mac, but you guys can use NVDA or JAWS or whatever screen reader you guys like if you guys are blind. So, Rich, how did I find out about this library? Great question. I found out about this library through a Twitter thread through Mike. Mike, can't remember his name exactly off the top of my head, but he is a Python tweeting machine. He tweets a lot about Python. And he had this little post on his blog, The Mouse Versus a Python, about Rich. Rich is simply a library for Python, or a module, and what it does is it allows you to add color and formatting to your terminal. So, for example, you can go ahead and print text in different colors. You can also render different text. You can show bold, italics, markdown, everything else in between. And it's a pretty easy library to get started with. Simply do pip install Rich, or if you're on a Mac, pip3 install Rich, and Rich is R-I-C-H. So you'll want to do pip install Rich, pip3 install Rich, if you do not have it installed. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to import the Rich print statement. So how Rich works is you actually have its own print statement. So Rich has its own print statement, and you simply import print from Rich. So let's go ahead and I'm going to demonstrate that for y'all. So I'm going to go in my Python, and I've already created a project for tonight. If you don't know how to do that, you can go ahead and watch some of my previous videos, but I've already created a project for tonight's stream, so you guys should not be left in the dark, and I will as well go put that on GitHub after I'm done. But simply put, what I'm going to type is I'm going to do from Rich import print. Oops. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and print, just to make sure it works, I'm just going to go type in our first little example. Let's go ahead and turn some text red. So to do that, I'm going to do a print, left parentheses. I'm going to do some double quotes. I'm going to do a bracket, square brackets, red. I'm going to get out of my brackets. And apparently I was not out of my brackets fully. I'm I'm going to say, hello world, I am printed in red. So simply, we put the name of the color or the name of the formatting attributes in square brackets. And then we go ahead and do our quotes as normal. In order to test this, I'm going to go to my terminal. And you notice that I made my terminal a little bit different tonight. I added a dark mode, and I tried to make the font size bigger. So hopefully you guys can see it, and hopefully it actually works as expected. So let's go ahead and run our little sample. I'm going to go and run it. Let me go ahead and close my emails as well. Don't need you guys to see those. I'm gonna, whoops. So in order to run it, I'm gonna do Python 3 rich demo.py. You notice it should have been printed in red, and what I'm gonna do to verify that is I'm gonna do my VOT. VOT or voice over T should read out the attributes of this item. Let's see. Did not read it out loud. So let me go to text edit. Let me see if that works. Firebrick 3. So I assume that that is red. So perfect. I did VOT, which reads the text attributes. And I believe that I did get red. So first off, we printed our text in red. So I'm going to go ahead and make a comment up above there. This is, hey, this is how you print red up to the screen. So let me go ahead and make a comment. Before I do that, let me close my text edit document. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the top of this file before I add my print statement. And I'm simply going to make a comment that says print the following text in red by using square brackets. So I'm just going to put left bracket, right bracket with the color red, period, new line. And I accidentally added too many comments. I'm just going to do command question. And we're back. So all I did there was added a little bit of a comment so that my readers can understand what I did and how that came about. Now, for the main act of tonight's program, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and ask the user for their favorite color, and we're going to print it to the screen. So it's a very simple program, only requiring a couple lines of code. Our first line of code is our input statement. Recall that an input statement is using the input function, and it takes input from a user. So let's go ahead and do that part together. I'm going to add two new lines, and I'm going to say, ask user for their favorite color and print screen in the color they entered. Simple, yes. Effective, yes. All right. So I just wrote that little comment for my readers, and simply put, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a variable called color. So I'm going to do color equals input, left parentheses, right parentheses, left parentheses, right parentheses. And inside those left parentheses, I'm going to add a quotation. And I'm going to say something like, please enter your favorite color, period. Quotation mark, right parentheses. Color equals input, please enter your favorite color. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print that color to the screen. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to make a print statement, again, using the arguments from Rich. So I'm going to say print, left parentheses, left quote, a pair of quotes, left bracket, color right bracket. And then I'm going to say color. So, actually, what I'm going to say is you entered, or your favorite color is, comma, excuse me, I got to end these quotes, comma, color. Whoops, that way I did some string concatenation. String concatenation, for new viewers, is the process of combining two strings together to form a superstring, or in this case, printing out a value from another variable. Other words, concatenating it together. So let's go ahead and review that one more time before I go ahead and run the program. So this program will run the color variable, so it'll ask them what their favorite color is, and then it will print out the color that they entered in the color that they entered, meaning if you entered green, it will print it out in green, hopefully. Now, I'm going to go ahead and comment out our previous line just for simplicity, and that way it will not interfere with our current process. But I can go ahead and uncomment that when I am done with the program later on, so that way people on GitHub can have access to the whole entire source code. I'm just going to go command question mark on that print line, and let's go ahead and run our terminal. There we go. Enter my favorite color. I'm going to do blue. My favorite color is blue. So I know that string concatenation worked. But let me go ahead and see if my blue worked the way I expected it. I'm going to go back to my text edit. Now, there's probably a better way to do this, but I am unaware of that. So that way, man, it looks like that's very, very low contrast. Well, I wonder why that didn't work. So it's telling me that it's black on black, which I find interesting. So let me go ahead and enter in red and see if that makes a difference. Let me find my terminal first. My favorite color is red. All right, well, I hope it says my favorite color is red, because after all, it seems like today is red. Let me do the same thing I did here, and let me see if that makes a difference. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so something is not working out effectively, according to VoiceOver. Now, if you guys can see it, let me know if it's the same color. But VoiceOver keeps telling me that it's red or black on black. So, let's see what we can do about that. Now, bless me. Sorry about that, folks. Now, what I'm going to do, just to verify, is I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do. So let me go ahead and type the color in uppercase. Right, so let me go ahead and see if I can't do that. Oh, drop out of quotes? Okay, let's try it. Bad. Let's try to see if I can't drop out of quotes. Right, that makes sense, Kevin, because yes, it would, Sorry, folks. I guess Michael and I didn't test this thoroughly, but let's go ahead and try your suggestion, Kevin. Hey, maybe I wasn't paying attention, folks. So let's go ahead and try it. All right. Let's try it, folks. Thanks, Kevin. You are great. Whoops. Hold on. Just a second. Let me fix my little error. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I can't fix my little error here. Alright, so let's see. Actually, I'm gonna retype this line, because I messed this up epically. So print, left parentheses, left bracket, color, quote, this is entered. Oops. Whoops, let me try this one. This, if I can type, that'd be great. This text is in the color you entered. Brackets in quotes, color not in quotes. Okay. Here. Let me try this real quick. Brackets in quotes, color. Right. Okay, so brackets and quotes. Okay. So, sorry guys. So, brackets and quotes. Here. Good job, Michael. Okay. So, print. Or, you know what else I could do? Here, watch this. I can always bring up the Copilot and see what it has to offer. So, let's see. Let's read this real quick. Again, so if I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, I can always go back to the Copilot, Control Enter, and I can read the code. So, I always like to show this up. Right. Not helpful. Okay, here we go. So, here we go. Let me try this quotes again. But, you know what? Oh, yes. Oops, you know what? I entered the wrong. That's what's called an F string, folks. So, let me go back to my other statement. But yes, Kevin, that makes sense. The brackets and quotes, not the other things. So look, folks, if I'm not sure what Kevin's talking about, I can go back down here, and I can get this in the right format. So, let me go copy this back in here, and this is what will help me out. Because honestly, I am in a really weird mood tonight. Red. Alright, let's see if we have better luck. Alright, folks. Let's see if I have better luck today. I should have better luck. Paste. And let's see if I can't get my VO. Firebrick 3 on black. Alright, Kevin. You're epic. Awesome. Blue. Okay, blue. Let's see if blue works. Paste. Think it will. Okay. And black on black. But red worked. Alright. So, as you can see, this is kind of a basic overview. Now, I didn't mean for this stream to go all too long tonight, just because I am doing a whole bunch of things. I'm preparing for our next text-to-speech stream, folks. I know that's not been the most popular topic, but I'm preparing for more items in that, but I just wanted to take a little diversion. Now, let me show you the documentation, show you guys some other things you can do with Rich, because you can display Markdown, and you can display bold, and you can display other formatting. For example, you can actually do italics in Rich. So let me go ahead and show you the documentation so you guys can see exactly what it does. I'm not going to go over the whole thing tonight just because I started messing with it, and I'm not very good at it at the moment. But I just wanted to do this little program to say, hey, what's your favorite color? I just wanted to kind of show you guys exactly how your favorite color and what your favorite color is, and just a basic program to show the basic features. But let me go ahead and show you everything it has to offer in tonight's stream. So let me go ahead and copy this, and let me go see Rich Python documentation. And we might do more of this later, if you guys want. So there's a whole bunch of different things where you can even have things like Rich Inspect, where you can inspect different objects or different things with Rich, and it can help you color code things. I'm not going to mainly use it for that, but what I can mainly also use it for is maybe formatting Markdown. Again, I don't have a use for doing, text and italic formatting yet, but what I think we're going to eventually do is we're going to eventually use this to display error messages in terms of our guess the number game. In fact, I have a little bit of spare time, so that's actually what we're going to do tonight is we're going to use the rich library to display error messages in our code in our little guess the number game that we've done several weeks ago, at least a week or two. So what I'm going to actually do is bring up that project and go ahead and add the rich library to it. And we're just going to add little error messages in terms of red, and maybe we'll make the correct green. Now the other thing is that we do have sound, so we're not going to be violating the WCAG, WCAG, because we're not using color alone. We're also using sound. So we're going to make it an equitable experience for all. So let's go ahead and do that since I have a little bit extra time tonight. I'm going to go back into my terminal. I'm going to do cd period period. cd, I'm going to call this guess the number, code, period. And this is available on GitHub. I will go ahead and push the changes after I add the rich module tonight to the GitHub. This is a game we made a week ago or so. So, I'm going to say rich, import, print. That way I'm importing my rich and I'm importing my print, and that is how we're going to do it. So, all right. And we're going to go ahead and, all right, so we're going to say left parentheses, left bracket, red. Oh, sorry, green. So we said print left bracket, green, right bracket, you guessed my number. And then the other two, we're going to go ahead and print red for error message. And we're going to make sure our code works as well. And then we're going to go ahead and end tonight's stream. So, okay. So we're going to say left parentheses, quotation mark, left bracket, red, right bracket. So we're saying red. Oops. I hope I actually know how to spell red. And I know how to add right brackets. So we're saying, hey, print red, your guess is too high, red in brackets, and all that fun stuff. So, okay. So, left bracket, red, right bracket. And we're going to go ahead and run our program, Python 3, guess, number.py. All right. Now I messed up, so let's go ahead and fix my code. Okay, so I wonder if my other code is messed up too. All right. Now I wonder if this thing didn't run before. I guess I should have. Here, let me get rid of these. I guess I should have, done that right properly. Because I don't think I did. Rich, import, print. Right. All right. Let me go ahead and see if I made this right here. I didn't. All right, folks. So that's what you would do. However, I've got errors in my code. We can go ahead and debug that, and we will, but that is sometimes what happened. I guess I committed code with errors. Wonderful. All right. Okay. Yep. It would help, folks, if I had parentheses. Right, look at that. I have parentheses now. That would help. Now, why didn't I detect that before? Because I'm not thinking clearly tonight. So, now let's go ahead and try our little Python program. And let's make sure it actually works. And then we will go ahead and call this a night. So, here's what we're going to do. Yep, and that's why my little VS Code error messages helped me a lot. Thanks, VS Code. You are the bomb. So, let's see if I can do this now. So, print. Left bracket. Right, green. Right bracket. Left bracket, red. Oops. If I can type. Left bracket, red. Right bracket. Left bracket, red, right bracket. All right, hopefully this works because I do need to head out soon. 1. Well, that could have been more perfect timing. But folks, I think I need to head out. Had a little bit of a problem here, so wait a second. Okay. So let me go ahead and make sure I test my other condition. Folks, I think we did it though. And I'm going to go ahead and head out for tonight. But folks, this has been a great stream. All links will be in the GitHub and in the description. With that, I'm out and we will talk later. Have a great night, everyone, and see you guys soon.